Hello and welcome back to Off the Record. My name is Nick Tannenbaum. Rumors are swirling around the future of late-night television. They're saying that late-night talk shows are dead, that the news is dead. Well, despite what you may deem as reality, we here at Off the Records will not stand for it. This is my promise to you. I will stand here arm in arm with my associates and continue to fight the good fight. Because information matters. The truth matters. And nothing will stop me from bringing that to you, the viewer, or may God himself strike me down. And with that, this week, the Rizzler appeared on Theo Vonn's This Past Weekend podcast. Vonn and the Rizzler bonded over their affinity for the smell of Sharpies, a sentiment unsurprising to both fan groups. We also learned that 1 a.m. is the Rizzler's current bedtime. Certainly not common amongst men of his stature, but as we know, he is not a common man. Now, This Past Weekend has received criticism previously for platforming politicians, namely President Donald J. Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. Many critics claim that the podcast was responsible for swaying the most recent presidential election in favor of Trump. Now, imagine complaining about the political implications of a podcast, then showing someone that podcast, and it's a fat fourth grader talking about enchiladas with a stand-up comedian that mostly speaks in tongues. Not a terribly persuasive argument. And again, this is no shade at Theo or the Rizzler. They are the two richest people in any room they've ever walked into. I'm just, shit's kind of grim is the point. It's not great. In other news, actor, producer, entrepreneur Sydney Sweeney is in some hot water, and not just the soapy bath kind. A recent ad for American Eagle claims that Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Yeah, nadoy. Who invited Mr. Obvious? But the word in question here is genes. Do they mean jeans or do they mean jeans? Critics have suggested the presence of coded messaging, latching onto Sweeney's blonde hair, blue eyes, and bodacious body. I don't know about you, but I did not have Sydney Sweeney as a Nazi on my 2025 bingo card. Now, despite these attempts to defame, it appears the pendulum has swung back, and the masses now want their hot people to be hot again. Well, how do we know? American Eagle stock has shot up 24%. Its biggest gain since the year 2000. A bold strategy built entirely around homophones, not to be confused with homophobes, who, unrelatedly, seem to be running the government just fine. That is all for this week. This has been Off the Record. My name is Nick Tannenbaum, signing off but never backing down. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there as the world burns down around us. See you next time.